Hello! Today is our day to do all English chit chat. So, this is the second episode of all English chit chat where I speak 90% in English so you can practice your English by listening here only on ฝรั่งอ่างหมอ Yay! For all English chit chat, you and me, we are going to forget all the grammar rules and all the fears of making mistakes and just trying to use English, yeah? So this all English chit chat is supposed to be number one, to get over my fear of making mistakes. ทำเพื่อตัวเองเฉย And number two, of course, is to help you get over your fears as well. As you can already see from the title, each episode of All English Chit Chat, I will come up with a topic. And today's episode is how to make it easier for you to practice English. We want to talk a little bit about how to make it easier for you, for us, to practice English more consistently. Yeah? Means on a daily basis, weekly basis, or as regular. So today, because มีสาระมากๆ we are very educational today, so I have the presentation slides. Can you see the slides? All English to chat today. How to make it easier to practice English, yeah? And today I didn't talk for myself. I didn't speak for myself. I mean, I'm speaking for myself. But I got a reference from a book, yeah? So let's talk a little bit first. I feel like a lot of people came to me asking or actually talking. If you have the similar problems, I don't know who to talk to. I don't know how should I practice English. I don't have time for it. I'm so busy. I don't have any foreigner friends. Okay, so yeah, I was listening to the audio book. So this book is called Atomic Habits. It's written by James Clear, and I highly recommend this book if you are into like self-development, if you are into like improving yourself to make good habits, and also to break bad habits. So let's talk about the what is the habit first. What is a habit? If it's in Thai, the word นิสัย, you probably think like, คนนี้นิสัยไม่ดีเลยคนนี้ it becomes more like a personality. But habit, in the word habit in English, it's a little bit different in English. Habits are the small actions you do regularly every single day that it becomes automatic. Yeah. So the author, James Clear, he said that habits are small decision. Small decision? การตัดสินใจเล็กๆเนาะการตัดสินใจเล็กๆ not the big one like I'm gonna get a house, I'm gonna buy a car, I'm gonna move the place, or I'm gonna get a new job. It's something like I'm gonna wake up a little, like I'm gonna hit the snooze button, I'm gonna drink more water, I'm gonna go out for a run. These are the small decisions or habits that you make and actions you perform. Small decisions and actions. Action. It's not big at all, yeah? Small decision and actions you perform every day. So according to a researcher at Duke University, habits account for about 40%. Ooh, 40% of our behavior. Behavior คืออะไรคะ Behavior is พฤติกรรมเนาะพฤติกรรมพฤติกรรม พฤติกรรม on any given day means the whole day, almost half of our days are all about habits, and it's not about making the tough decision like I'm reading the books or something new every day. It's all about 40% of every day is about something you do again and again and again. It's so trivial, it's so small of the action, yeah? So your life today is essentially the sum of your habits. Scary, right? It seems so small, มันดูเล็กน้อย but it has a huge impact on your life because every day 40% every day at least 40% every day are our habits yeah okay so the brain doesn't have to think about it anymore so for example when you read something when you talk to somebody when you learn something new these are like something that your brain has to concentrate your brain has to use its like capacity to focus on that right but a habit is something that becomes automatic yeah. It becomes automatic มันอัตโนมัติแล้วมันทำ so you get up in the morning you scratch your head when you feel confused or like when you're scared you like bite your nails or you drive you have to turn the music on when you're driving or you have a cup of coffee before you go to work something that is automatic you don't have to think about it you get up from your bed and you do it right away you don't have to decide should I get a coffee or not get a coffee today a habit is something that goes on and becomes automatic already yeah okay so there are so many things we want to keep doing more yeah what are the habits you want more what are the habits you want what are the habits you want so what are the habits that you're trying to get what any example of the habits you want นิสัยอะไรเล็กๆที่เราอยากจะทำเป็นปกติของเรา anything at all from you guys like for me the habits that I'm trying to make stick this year hopefully is to sleep earlier and get a lot of sleep and wake up earlier these are the three main ones sleep earlier get enough sleep I want to get at least like 7 hours of sleep and hopefully and wake up earlier these are the habits I want to incorporate and try to practice more usually I sleep so late and it becomes a habit that I sleep so late so I realize again oh it's already 2 a.m. or something like that so what I'm trying to get in my life is to like wake up earlier maybe yeah wake up earlier sleep earlier wake up earlier something like that and probably eat healthy yeah อยากกินอาหารสุขภาพอ่ะ yeah something like that yeah and also to exercise more yeah go to gym 3 days a week 4 days a week exercise more so what we want to do them effortlessly is effort แปลว่าความพยายามใช่ไหมคะ effortless means less of the effort means effortlessly means in a way that you don't have to put much effort you don't have to put much energy you don't have to put much thoughts into it concentration into it means it's automatic so there's so many things right so the author suggests the first thing that you can do something more often if you want to make learning English wake up early exercise more eat healthy practice English so if you want to make a habit of practicing English more often more regularly something that you have to do and the two main rules are two of the things are make it obvious number 1 two make it easy I forgot the period okay make it obvious make it easy and I think the third one is make it enjoyable and the fourth one is make it satisfying for example if you want the author the book talks about if you want to floss ทุกคนรู้จักคำว่า floss ไหมI be flossing floss is you know when you have like a sort of like a string and then you're like ขัดฟัน yeah so if you want to floss more and the author the writer the book writer the author he would like to try to floss more often so he realized that he put the floss the dental floss in the closet or in the drawer So then when he brushed his teeth, he forgot or he feel lazy to reach to the drawer, to reach here and then get the floss. คืออยากจะขัดฟันนะแต่ว่าเอาไอ้ที่ไม้ขัดฟันดันเอาไปเก็บ somewhere difficult to find or somewhere it's not easy to see. So he found out that by putting the floss, dental floss, next to the toothbrush, next to the toothpaste, it gets him. It makes it easier and more obvious, make it clearer for him to reach through that floss and spend just 20 seconds flossing. Yeah, that's one example. Number 2 examples is if you want to drink more water, okay, I promise myself every day I will drink at least 2 liters of water, 2 liters of water because I've been forgetting to drink water. So what you're going to do is you have to put the water at your desk filled, always full, all the time. And it should be easier for reach. On the opposite side, if you want to not try to do like snacking, trying to like cut out snacking, so then you have to either hide your snacks or your sweets away from the place that it's harder for you to see or find it. Yeah. So it goes like this. So number 1 is to make it obvious. It should be there in front of you so that you are reminded all the time that, oh right, I want this. All right, I'm going to practice this. All right, I'm going to do this today. And make it easy means shouldn't be too hard. Like if you say you're going to practice English, but you say like, oh, I'm going to go out to the street and find Farang. I'm going to go out to the street and then, you know, find at least one foreigner to talk to. It's very difficult, right? It's very difficult. It might be easier in some area, Sukhumvit, I don't know, ลาดพร้าว จตุจักร ข้าวสาร ถนนข้าวสาร but like let's say I'm living in Parimonthon in like suburb areas. I go out, I don't see any Farang. So it will be almost very difficult or almost impossible to do that. So the very first steps to start doing something consistently, practicing them regularly, is not to shoot for the stars, but to lay for the basic first. Make it easy is by thinking out of 100 days, you can do it. Something that you can do 98% or 98 days out of 100 days. Can you do that? So when you think about the practice that you are going to do every day, it should be very easy and very obvious. Something that you walk right into your home and you see that, oh, today I need to practice English. Oh, I open my phone and then I see, oh, today I should do listen a little bit of English, or I should voice record myself a little bit, or I should text my friend from Wuhan to see if they're doing okay or something like that. You know what I mean? There's this research, research. มีงานวิจัยงานหนึ่งนะครับ There's this research that in I'm not sure, in a university or I don't remember, there is a group of researchers. They were trying to see if there's any action that they can do to help make people in the, I'm not sure, but I think it's a university or yeah, who are living in the area healthier. So what they did, usually there's a cafeteria, yeah, cafeteria. Yeah, there's cafe or canteen. Oh, yeah. It's like a canteen, I think. It's pretty much like a canteen. And then usually next to the cashier, there is a fridge. Oh, นี่คือ fridge นะคะ This is a fridge. There's a fridge in the area filled with soda. So there are like soda, bottle of soda. Soda คือน้ำอัดลมเนอะ Soda in here. And this is like the cashier. So usually people when they're gonna like when they finish buying grocery or they finish buying their food, they're gonna pick up like bottles of soda and then okay leave and go eat outside or something like that. So instead of packing this fridge with soda, they put water in there. They put water. Half of water, half of soda. Yeah, half of the fridge are water bottles, half of the fridge, the rest are still soda bottles. So the research shows that I think probably, I don't remember the exact numbers, but I think 30% or 40% of the people have less risk to diabetes or obesity. So which means that just putting more water instead of soda near the cashier for people to see and pick the water bottle instead of soda bottles or soda can is impacting, it's making people choose the water more. So if you want to try to do something, let's say if you want to try to eat healthy, then you probably have to get rid of all the unhealthy stuff and place, bananas, fruits, vegetables in somewhere that you can see very easily. Yeah. If you want to open your fridge and see healthy stuff instead of like, I don't know, beer or soda can or like snacks or something like that. And it helps, yeah. So that's why they say that the first rule to making a habit stick, to doing something consistently is number one, to make it obvious. Number two is to make it easy, yeah. So, how do we do this? So the simple trick is the environmental design. To design your environment. Yeah? Design your environment. ออกแบบสิ่งแวดล้อม yeah. So to design your environment means wherever you're living in, your desk, your bedroom, your office, your house, your car, these are your environment. And you have control over what you see, what you touch, what you reach, what you read, how you interact with your environment, with the space and the space that you are in. Yeah. So then James Clear, he said that motivation is over value. Over คือมากเกิน over เลย value คือให้ความสำคัญ right? value มีคุณค่าให้ค่ามากจนเกินไป motivation is over value. Environment often matters more. Yeah, often. I forgot the period again. Environment often matters more. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that most of you, I think the majority of you are very motivated, right? Very motivated. Oh, this is New Year. My New Year resolution is that I'm gonna practice more English and I'm gonna be speaking good English this year. I'm gonna speak so fluently that my boss is gonna be surprised, like, wow, where did you something like that, right? But motivation can, like, no matter how you're motivated, let's say that after tonight's live, you might be like, oh, I'm super motivated, but life will get in the way. Yeah, you might get tired. Oh, I'm too tired. Maybe tomorrow. Or sometime you might be, oh, it's okay. Like, I'm still motivated. I can do it next week after this project. Or like, oh, this is not the right time to do that anymore. I'm so tired. Let me eat some sugar. Or like, oh, I couldn't go to exercise more. It will hurt myself. I'm physically torn. Something like that. So motivation, it's good, but it's not enough. And it's been given value that you should be motivated. You should practice English. Do it. Blah. But what keeps you doing more regularly in the long term is this thing, environment. So what we have to do is design our environment easily so that it goes back to, so that it's obvious for you to do something and it's easy for you to do something. These all can be done by redesigning your environment. It sounds silly, I know. It sounds like, yeah, anybody know this? Like, well, it's not, like, you're not giving any new, like, breakthrough or any new, like, wow idea. It's so, like, are you telling me to paint my house and write things on my wall or something? No, it's much easier, even more simple than that, yeah? So if we carefully design your environment in such a way that it makes it easier, clearer, and easier to practice English, we actually reduce the friction เราลดแรงต้านในการทำอะไรบางอย่าง It's like, when you want to floss, it takes more energy for you to think and reach out to, let's say if the floss isn't here, to reach out and open it and find it and open it and right? But instead of it just there next to your toothbrush, then it's easier. Yeah, it's easier. You don't have to go downstairs to go to your bag and then get your dental floss to do it. Or you don't have to walk to to the pantry to get another cup of water because you have this liter of water right next to you. So designing environment for English is the same for designing environment for making habits stick, right? So for me, my recommendation, it's up to you, yeah? I figure that for English, I don't know if these are the best practices. You probably have to figure your best ways that work best for you. You don't need to do the most popular practice or popular way. The most practical way, personally, not the most popular ways, but the most practical way, personally for you. ไม่ต้องทำตามวิธีที่มันดังไม่ต้องทำตามวิธีที่แบบว่าอุ้ยใครๆเขาก็ทำกันแอปนี้มันใช่อย่างนี้ What works for you? Do you like writing? Is it possible for you to sticking notes? Or is it possible for you to talk to yourself alone or something like that? What works for you? Think about yourself. This is for you. And don't do whatever people are like, oh, this class is really good. This is just think about yourself, like what kind of things you like most and what kind of things you want to keep doing and something that is not way too hard for you to start off. So the examples are writing your to-do list, writing your to-do list in English, or changing your phone language to English. So every time you go to your phone, you only see English language. You have no choice but to oh yeah, what is preferences? I'm not sure. Or making a reminder in English, or write your calendar planned. What I have to do today, or this is my boyfriend's birthday, this is the day that I have to pay the bill, this is the day of my friend's graduation, something like that in English, so that when you come back to your house, you go look at your calendar and you see English words, so that you start processing things in English. Or you can go to YouTube, and instead of subscribing things here and there, blah, 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 the majority of the channels that YouTube, you want to go to your YouTube, and then when you scroll through YouTube, you want to see more English video than Thai video. You get my point? Or when you want to go to Facebook, instead of seeing how people are enjoying live or something like that, or funny parody videos, you want also to add more of English content on your feed, so that when you click Facebook, which is you're gonna be scrolling anyway, you see more English materials that you can see. So it's not hard. When imagining if you have to go to a certain school, you have to go to a country, you have to be in a group of friends, or be in a certain event, to be able to think, to be able to talk English, to be able to listen to English, that's way too difficult. You're gonna do it once a year, twice a year, or at best once a month, right? But if it's every day with you, and wherever you go, whatever you click, whatever you see are in English, it's much easier for you to process your thoughts in English. Okay? Am I making sense? Okay. Once you design your controllable part of the environment to engage more in English, to see more English, you will be reminded to do it, to consume it, to play along with it, yeah? And it will only get easier and easier as long as you don't abandon it after the first 3 days, yeah? So if you keep doing, first day is going to be hard, second day is going to be harder, third day is going to be hardest, and then after that it will get easier and easier and easier and easier because I did this already, I did this already, unless you stop. You know, it's like you go for a gym, you go exercise, and you are very motivated. I'm gonna exercise, I'm gonna be so thin, and I'm gonna be very healthy. Let's see in 3 months. And then you go to the gym, or, you know, you go running, or you go, I don't know, cardio exercise, rock climbing, boxing, or whatever. Yeah, you go there, and you be like, okay, I'm gonna do this on a regular basis. You're so like, I'm gonna do this. You go to the gym 2 hours that day. Next day, 2 hours. Next day, 2 hours. But then there's gonna be days that, I don't feel like doing it anymore. If I have to do this every day, yeah, I can take a rest for another day. Then you're gonna skip for 1 day. And after 1 day, then the second day will come. Yeah, it's 2 days, not bad. And then the third day will come. Yeah, maybe next week, this week, let's, you know, like a warm up or something. You will start giving yourself excuse to abandon it. And then you will stop it. Unless if you do a little, let's say 15 minutes of walk around the house, it's already exercise. It's easy to keep it consistent. Yeah. What I really like about this book, and he said, he's talked about like ice cube. Yeah. Warming up from 26 degree, 1 degree at a time. So 20 set. So there's an ice cube. ก้อนน้ำแข็งเนี่ยอันนี้คือ ice cube นะคะเผื่อใครมองไม่เห็นนะคะ ก้อนน้ำแข็งได้ว่าเหมือนวุ้นเลย It's like jelly. Okay, this is an ice cube. Yeah, this is an ice cube. So from 26 degrees Celsius, it's still not melting. Then we increase it to 27. Nothing happened. Then we increase it to 28. Then 29, nothing happened. 30, nothing happened. 31, nothing happened. And 32 is when it finally begins to melt. So there were no visible progress from 26 to 31. Nothing happens. You couldn't see anything. But it keeps building up that the ice started to melt. Something is going on. It just, you don't know when it's finish line. So people usually come to ask me like, you know, how long do I have to practice this so that I can be good and fluent in English? I can't tell you. The thing is, you don't feel like you're getting more and more fluent and better in English from day 1 to maybe day 30 or day 60. But it could be day 61. I don't know that. Nobody knows that. But it's gonna be that point when you like, if you don't stop before, then there's gonna be that one point that you just step and your eyes start melting, the nails start sticking into the wall or something like that. It's not because of the sudden change on day 61 or day 10 or day 31. It is the accumulation of the small actions you do every day up until that point. มันไม่ได้เกิดขึ้นจากวันนั้นเราดันไปเจอฝรั่งปุ๊บเราเลยพูดได้เลยหรือวันนั้นเราเดินว่าเราเจอเทคนิคนี้เราเลยทำได้เลย It all comes back to the little things that add up more and more and more every day. So 1% every day is much better than 10% just once. คิดได้ยังไงวะ my god. Okay. So I think it's the same idea, similar ideas with the Thai words of น้ำหยดลงหินทุกวันน้ำยังกร่อนทุยหินยังกร่อนit's not the last drop of water that makes the whole changes. It's the many drops of water every day. Ding 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 that it's corroded because of so many drops all together that makes such a huge and strong impact on the very tough thing. Yeah. So the only problem is that we stop because we couldn't see when exactly the ice cube will melt or when exactly the rock will be corroded. เมื่อไหร่หินมันจะก่อนสักทีวะนี่หล่นลงไปใหญ่หลายหยดแล้วเนี่ย หลายตึงแล้วเนี่ยหลายตึงหลายหยดแล้วเนี่ยทำไมมันไม่เห็นมาสักทีเลยไม่เห็นได้สักทีไม่เห็นคล่องสักที we don't know but there's gonna be a turning point when you boom if you don't stop before I sound so much like motivational speaker that's so weird I'm sorry I feel like I motivated you too much okay yeah I should stop with that now so that is the whole idea of redesigning environment so that it makes it easier for you to practice or make something sticks to your habits more consistently yeah okay discussion time type interact in English what will you do to redesign your environment for better and easier practice I'm so impressed you guys I'm really impressed that you guys are really into self-development and continue to improve yourself in many areas I feel good to be in your community เราทำอะไรได้บ้างเพื่อให้เราสามารถที่จะฝึกได้ง่ายขึ้นน่ะเมื่อกี้เราคุยกันไปแล้วถึงเรื่อง redesign environment เนาะ What can you do? What do you want to do? What do you think is you're prepared to do? So the number one is it should be obvious, right? You should see it easily. Obvious. Number two is easy. Something that some people are like, if it's not challenging, then it's not. But yeah, but are you gonna do it every day if it's super challenging every day? A little bit of challenging is good, but if it's overwhelming, if it's too much, you will stop to do it eventually. After 2 days, after 3 days, after 2 weeks, I don't know. If it's way too much, it's hard to keep your self-control. Yeah? Okay, let me read the comments a little bit. Read a content out loud. Let my mouth get used to pronunciation. That is an awesome way. That is an awesome one. Usually, what I really like to do when I start practicing my English is I'm gonna find a textbook and I will read as if I'm the news reporter. So for example, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to present to you today the very topic about the author has talked about แล้วก็ทำตัวเป็นเหมือนแบบ news reporter. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today we would like to talk about something like that. So it sounds more fun to me. It's something I have to read the books anyway because I'm a student. So then for me, instead of like, อ่านในใจ read it in my mind, I read it out loud so I can practice my pronunciation as well. High five! That's wonderful. Okay. Instead of promising yourself to do 100%, I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna be ฝรั่งเลย I'm gonna be the foreigner mother or father talking to my child 100% in English. Yeah, something like this is definitely more practical, right? Okay, I promise that, or I make a commitment, or I plan to read I don't know, one story or one fairy tale a day from my child or something like that. Or I'm gonna talk about on the dinner table, only on the dinner table, I have to talk to my kids in English. So at the where, yeah, it's better to think about, it's called implementation intention, is to think about the time, yeah, action, ทำอะไรนะคะซึ่งมันก็ควรจะไม่ยากจนเกินไปเนาะ then the time when are you gonna do it at the dinner at night when I finish my work and then the time and place where are you gonna do it at the dinner table in my car before bed on my table before I start work something like that be very specific on what you're gonna do write new vocabulary when you meet okay note down new vocabulary that's very good one I do that I don't have examples of that right now but what I do when I was practicing my English when I was studying in India is I will have this like very very small notebooks I think it's probably around this size and I note down every single thing so somebody said something that's a great one that's something very practical yeah Sing in English it's good it's wonderful listen to English podcasts while traveling to work yeah that's amazing using BTS or MRT amazing. Okay, so yeah, so for me, I think this is very important. It's for us to really think about your practical use. ไม่เอาของคนอื่นไม่เอาแบบวิธีมันไม่มีวิธีที่ดีที่สุด There's no best way for everybody. There's best way for you. And you have to decide for yourself what kind of lifestyle do you have? Do you have any kids? Do you have spare times? What do you like to do? Do you like music or do you like movies? Do you like readings or you like listening? Your people have different pace of learning and people have different learning style. So you should start considering about your best practice. Yeah. Okay. Well done. That's amazing. Okay. Yeah, so that's my conclusion of how do you try to make it easier to practice English more consistently. It's the same concept with adopting or making a habit stick and breaking bad habits or something like that because you need to do something regularly. Yeah, regularly. Okay, I have a little bit of announcement. We have a course, yeah, especially designed for those who want or need English for work. Yeah, as I can see, a lot of people here speak great English, really good English, and you are very motivated to use English. And for the past, people have been asking me and requesting, like, is there any curriculum for somebody who work on whole English? They need to write email in English. They need to talk to their boss in English. They need to contact international suppliers or customers. So it's I'm developing. The team is developing a curriculum design for those who need English for work, business, and career. Yeah. So it's going to involve a lot of professional level of English, including email writing, job interview, negotiation, business meetings, prolonging conversation, something like that. Something that you need to, like the English kind. It's not just, so it's intermediate to advanced level. So if you're interested in this kind of curriculum, you can type interested, INTERESTED, because I think I talked about this before, but I forgot to ask you to send the comments or something. And then I think I missed out somebody. I'm so sorry. คือว่าน้าเหมือนน้าจะเคยพูดไปอะเมนชั่นไปแต่ว่าน้าลืมให้ทุกคนแบบเหมือนลงชื่อไว้อะแล้วน้าก็กลัวมากเลยว่าตอนนั้นน้าก็กังวลมากเลยว่าเฮ้ยถ้าเขาบอกว่าเขาสนใจมาแล้วเราไปหาในอินบ็อกซ์ไม่ทันทำไงดี so if you're interested please type here. If you are here in this live, please type interested so that our team can notify you or give you the information in detail once the course is officially open for registration. Usually what happens is that people come back to me on the very late days, like หมดโปรโมชั่นไปแล้วหรือแบบปิดรับสมัครไปแล้ว and then they came to me and then they said like, oh, I'm too late, nobody notified me, I said this, I want this kind of course but it's too late. So then if you feel like you want to be notified, you want to get reminded when the course is open, please type interested, yeah, so that my admins, my lovely admins can give you information for your consideration later on and to make sure I don't miss out on anybody. Sorry. Okay. If you like this episode of All English Chit Chat, do you like it? How do you find today? It's too hard? โอเคไหมวันนี้เป็นยังไงบ้างคะ How is everything today? If you like this, please share your experience here or something you learned here. So please also, if you like to support us, please leave a like. Share this. Oh, ลืมโปรโมท I forgot to say this. Please share this so other people can practice listening to English too. And yeah, share it to your friends or tag your friends who wants to practice listening and interacting in English together because I'm trying. If you guys like this kind of content, I'm trying to do this and hopefully we want to try to adapt and convert this into a podcast as well because I'm so lazy to put on makeup. Oh, that's a horrible reason, but like, yeah, I want to make a podcast. So if you like this kind of content, please give a feedback into the comment. Yeah, so this is all English chit chat, and this is really to get over my fears of making mistakes, and I did made a lot of mistakes, but hopefully it's okay. And if you would like to follow us on other social media channels, we also have Instagram where we have this thing called a word a day. Let me show you a word a day. I'm gonna show ฝรั่งอ่างหมอ if you type in IG ฝรั่งมองเห็นไหมอะฝรั่งอ่างหมอฝรั่ง underscore อ่างหมอ you're gonna see the story. Every single day we post new vocabulary that you can learn from. So every day you get to learn new 1 or 2 words every single day. Wow, that's a lot, right? So we have a lot, and you can go to the highlights to see like previous vocabulary as well. So if you want to learn vocabulary every day, go follow our Instagram. And number 2 is we also have YouTube channels. So you can go to our YouTube channels. It's written in Thai and in English, I think. You can write either ฝรั่งอ่างหมอ in Thai or in English. And we have exclusive video content that is usually longer than Facebook, or live like this that is being edited and make more concise, easier to consume. We also have line ad just in case that you feel not it's that Facebook inbox is not very convenient to use. You can always go to line ad. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you gain something out of this to improve and advance your skills of communication further. Yeah, and that's it for English Chit Chat today. Bye bye.